There we go. I'm gonna just put this on Facebook really quick. Okay. Now I can actually grab everything. So since last time, I made my own tray. Alright, how am I going to fit everything here? Let's see. Like this, maybe? You've got to get the case and frame. Then I can get in this box like this, and then my tray. There we go. I can unclip this from the freaking lanyard, if I even can. There we go. Okay. Alright, and then we have something that I'm not going to show. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I have this whole case isn't like filled up right now. I have a couple buttons in here. And yeah, because I wanted to put most of my 3D printed stuff in this bag, but I have my amoebas in here, and having this bag over here is not working. Hold on, I've got to move that to somewhere else. Like, let me try this. There we go. That should work decently. There. I forgot to check autofocus. I gotta see if that's like really bad. Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. I don't know why this tape is already so gummy. That's weird. But yeah, this is a pretty rare amoeba. I'm getting a lot of Discord messages. Hold on. Came to YouTube. What's up, Rato? Dude, it feels so weird to talk right now because, oh my gosh, one of my ears is like messed up. Both my ears are kind of messed up now. I just woke up this morning and like my left ear is all weird and now it's plugged. So I might need to go to like the walk-in clinic or something. Because if I have an ear infection, I want to stop it right away. I don't know why this 3D printed spinner is so much fun. It weighs like nothing, but it's so easy to spin. It has like no spin time. Dude, I hate... I gotta adjust my camera. Auto exposure off. Auto white balance on and off. Focus, let's see here. Oops. Okay. White balance. Nope. Gotta adjust this manually. Well, that's very orange. Now it's very blue. There, that looks decent. And the focus, I guess, is good enough right now. So I don't need to adjust that. Okay. Because frick Twitch and ads, yeah, honestly, Twitch ads are kind of insane. If I could fully disable ads on my Twitch streams, I would. I'm not gonna lie. The spinner is so light to me now. Because I've been using the Origin. This has a messed up bearing, that's why it's so loud, but honestly it feels and sounds kind of good. Because the bearing I put in here is going to have feedback anyways, but here, if I can get the button off. It's kind of gross, but like the outside of it's like rusting a little bit. So I finally got the equipment to like change bearings. I just got to figure out how to. Like how to use the bearing removal tool, basically. This is a really, really nice spinner. It's really easy to spin. Then I got this in the same trade. I put a Golden Eagle bearing in here because it's retention. Bro, can my phone stop like buzzing? That'd be great. Then the torque bar. Now I just started using the stock buttons on here like yesterday. I zoned out for a bit. I'm dealing with some sort of infection too, I believe. Yeah, I don't know if this is an ear infection or what it is yet, but I kind of want to get it checked out because otherwise, yeah, because I'm going to be busy this weekend. So yeah, these buttons are super small, but the dish is really good. I'm going to try my other buttons. I haven't used these on here in a few days. These are copper, and they are called Sivobo buttons. See, when they're patinaed like this, they look really nice, but then when they get like pink, they're not as nice. And they look really kind of dumb from the side. and kind of on the top, but they're copper and they have a nice dish, nice grip. Because it's not even really a dish, it's like a wall. I don't know, I might rock these on here for a bit now. It's kind of pleasant, you know? Have you taken Tylenol or ibuprofen for your possible ear infection? I have not, because it really doesn't hurt yet. Also, hi Debbie. Welcome on in. No, it doesn't really hurt yet, so I haven't taken anything today. I think I'm going to try to clean out my ear with, like, peroxide later. At least I think that's what it was. My mom said she has it. So, if that doesn't work, I'll just go to the walk-in clinic. To be honest. Because, like, yeah, it doesn't hurt yet. Like, I don't know how to explain this, right? So it's, like, a little plugged. But, like, now whenever I talk especially, it's like there's resonance in my ear of, like, the same tone. It's not tinnitus. It sounds like the sound is almost coming through like a metal can. I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird. I've never had this before. I've had my ears get plugged like from allergies or whatever. I've had ear infections before, especially when I was a kid, but yeah, I've never had this before. It's really weird. I thought there was wax in my ears, so I used my like little ear cleaning thingy to get a little bit out, but that didn't obviously do anything. These buttons are really pleasant. It's the sound of freedom? What do you mean? Oh, the sound in my ear? Oops. My light turned off. And this is why brass is goated. That didn't even leave a mark. Anyways, what else is new? Since last time, actually, a lot of stuff. I don't think I had the top D last time I did one of these streams. I did when I was on the porch doing that stream. This is also copper. Oh, yeah. This thing. This is the Rich Coin Mix by Gao Studio. This top piece is just magnetic and pressure fit. And then there's two magnets inside the pivot. The pivot's mechanical. So then this piece magnetizes in and then also pressure fits a little bit. So then it turns into a magnetic up and down and mechanical rotation. And it was very, very cheap. I got this for 13 bucks. The normal price, it's brand new, basically, but the normal price is like 26, which still isn't bad, but it's kind of a pain to take apart and put back together, but I figured it out. Yeah, that's like, this is a full mechanical rotation slider. So like the up and down is mechanical, and so is the rotation. But I don't know if it'll show on camera. Yeah, you can see it in like the glare. You see how there's like wear down here now too? It's like silvery, like at the edges here, but it's like going all around the, yeah. So that's unfortunate. Is that plastic? This one is oil slick zirconium. The other one, yeah, this is polycarbonate. I think the way he gets it to look like PEEK, at least this was in one of his other product listings, he uses like a tiny amount of PEEK mixed in with polycarbonate for the color, but yeah, no, polycarbonate. And then they tried to say this part's like ceramic or something. It's literally just resin, but resin feels really good. Like resin on here is grippier too. Feels almost exactly the same, that outer piece. And it also comes with, where is it? These, well, I don't have autofocus on, but if the light glares on it, you see how the light's glaring on the side here? Because there's slide tape on it? Yeah. It comes with these, like, strips of slide tape. And I like how weak the magnets are, because it doesn't feel super jarring. Because if you had really strong magnets, then a mechanical rotation, it would just feel really off. This 100% needs a lanyard, but I don't have any paracords small enough, so that's why I haven't put a lanyard on here. But yeah, I love rotation sliders. They're just really freaking expensive for some reason. This one I got in a trade, so I didn't actually pay anything for it. And then this one, like I said, 13 bucks or 26 retail. Or full price is 26. I don't know why a store had it half off already, but it was on AliExpress. How much have you spent on those? A lot. Over time. Oh yeah, this was from a trade too. This is a slider by Bruce Charles Designs. It has brass plates, so it slides terribly. I had to put some tape on it for it to slide at all for me. Well, it did the up and down slide, but it wouldn't ladder. That happened. Except you could shake it and it wouldn't even move. It sucks because it's built really well, but the brass plates ruin it. And also, where is it? These weigh the same. Like, this is even smaller than the wrapped light, and they weigh the same. I think I'm going to be selling this because I really like it. However, this was, well, at least the tops were given to me by somebody. And I don't sell gifts, but he told me in particular, he said he wants me to sell it. He'd really rather, if I get stuff from him, that I sell it. He made that very clear. Like, to the fact where he just ended up saying, like, I'd be more upset if you gave it away than sold it. So yeah, I'm going to sell this because I want money for other stuff, and it's really good, but I can live without it. I have two other wrapped lights. I have the OG stainless steel one and an Otter EDC one. I have a bunch of Otter EDC tops, by the way, if anybody's in the US and you're interested. This isn't the top that I would have chosen, but I got a really good deal on this full setup. I'm probably just going to offload all my other Otter EDC tops, probably give them away, besides for this one right now, because it's the one I'm using, and then I'm going to buy the one I actually want. I don't know why. Over the past couple of days, I have not been able to use sliders well. Where's this? Hold on, I got a Discord message. Okay. I can buy that off of you when you decide to sell me the Vega. It costs almost as much as you'd pay for the Vega, so I don't think you should. Actually, I probably should sell you that Vega, because I could use that money. Especially for, like, this weekend. I haven't made any sound tests on it. Because, honestly, of these metal plates, really. He sells these, he open sourced these, the guy who made them originally, Modus Works. So you can actually, like, you know, design your own stuff around it, hence the other, like, 3D printed tops. And he'll sell them to makers at, like, in bulk at a slight discount, but, like, if you buy them retail, these plates are $50, and then you can buy these tops from the other maker, and those are $40. But this, I don't know how this maker in particular does it, because they 3D print stuff, but everything they do is so incredibly smooth. Like, it's crazy. Like, the print quality is kind of bonkers. From the tops are made by Haptic EDC. But I also kind of just prefer the grip of TPU. So the Otter Tops, medium hybrid, silent. Yeah, these ones that I'm using are medium hybrid, and they're silent. My favorite top from him is the full TPU surround. Actually, I have it in one of my bags. Yeah, these are all the Otter EDC stuff I'm probably going to get rid of. And I'm going to give them away because they were given to me by other people. Well, I got a full wrapped light setup that these tops came with from somebody, but I don't know. Anywho, these are my favorites, the full TPU surround. This one's full hybrid, but what you can do actually is if, I gotta find them now, if you have O-rings, and specifically, I see them, why can't I grab them? Aha. Specifically the size that Magnus uses, you can actually just put two of these in these slots and press a medium magnet into there and it stays in. That's a trick that I found. So you can force them to hybrid medium. But I want them in translucent blue, personally. Translucent blue is my pick, and I don't want to buy them right now. I want to get rid of all these other tops. And I have a friend coming this weekend, and we're doing a bunch of stuff. So, and one of those things includes a Micro Center trip. So I've been holding off on buying fidgets, even though I've been tempted as always, you know? Maybe I should adjust the focus. No, whatever. Yeah, see, look at that. Why does it keep going darker? Whatever. Sorry about that, I guess. I need to make one side medium inserts. I have hybrid on both sides. Cool trick, thanks. Yeah, no problem. I was kind of desperate to figure out a way to do that, because like you can make spacers out of various stuff. But then I took a look at those O-rings. I'm like, you know what? I got to try it. And then it worked remarkably well. One thing I will say is the plates will sit a little high sometimes on that one side. But give it a try, you know? Also, what's up, the gamer? Thank you. I appreciate it. I keep just using one thing instead of rotating through the collection. Where is my torque bar box? Actually, I can just keep these buttons with the other ones. Let's see here. I can go through these. Micro Amoeba by Supermax 3D. This one has extremely weak magnets, but it's fun. Really crunchy. Yeah, see, extremely weak. Then we have a Super Rainbow Amoeba. This is one of the first designs. It was brighter in the beginning. Yeah, in the beginning... Dude, how much of a delay is there on my stream? Holy moly. Hold on. I can readjust... can do this, but then see it, man, there's something going on with the camera. Oh well, I hope this is a good compromise. But yeah, this is Super Rainbow Amoeba version 1, so it has really weak magnets, but honestly I kind of like it. Like, when they're all the same strength, and there's not just like randomly one corner that's weaker, it can be nice. Then we have two special ones. This is a prototype of the tungsten super shaker, because these are tungsten balls to make it really heavy. This is the only Amoeba I haven't had to tape yet. I think the weight is really helping it. He released a couple of these, but tungsten balls are expensive, so he's not making them anymore. And this one, I think only a couple people have this. I think there's 2 or 3 made. But, let me see. If we turn on my black light, that's really dead, and my camera's overexposed, but it glows. I promise you it's not that bright in person. This black light is so cooked. I need to replace the batteries. China, I agree. What's up, Spooky? But yeah, so this is like, you know, a bunch of micro amoebas in there, set in resin. So, it's cool. I did indeed say balls. This is a B-stock torque bar with the feather stamp. And I have copper Savobo buttons on there by 313 Ink. These are really, really cheap buttons. Like, really, really cheap. I'm talking $20 shipped. Like, they're really, really cheap. You normally can't get spinner buttons for that much. And they have multiple designs. They look a little silly. They look a lot better when they're patinaed like this, but when my fingers rub it off and then it's like pink, it looks a little bit more silly on here, but it's kind of nice. Sorry about the delay, by the way, guys. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what this thing's called. I got it from Ross. It's like a really old prototype of a 3D printed spinner that somebody made. So I just call it the Cheeto spinner because it's orange. But it's really fun. It's like uncanny how good this is for 3D printed, to be honest. This is the Thunder by someone. I keep forgetting who makes this. It's on G1. I got it from Killian. Shout out Killian. I have a Golden Eagle bearing in there. So yeah, it's made of titanium. It's really light. On the topic of spinners, this is the Mind Eyes spinner. I think this is by like T-Max. This one's $40 retail, and honestly, for that price, especially, it's really good. And it usually comes with like little ball bearings in here, so like they shake around when you spin it, but this didn't come with them for me because I got it in a trade. And I put a Golden Eagle bearing in here as well because it's also retention fit. And the Copper Origin. This sounds like it has like a ceramic bearing in there or something, but this is just a, I'll show it again. The outside of it's like rusting, and this isn't retention, but I did get a bearing tool. I just have to learn how to use it. You can't even see that on camera because my camera's doo-doo, but yeah, so once I change the bearing, it'll be even better. It does spin really well considering the bearing is kind of cooked. And I kind of do like the sound and feedback. But it is just really easy to spin. Really rip it. This one, retail is $60. Honestly, for what you're getting here, I know for people who are new to fidgets, that sounds expensive, but like, I don't know. I think that's just like really good value. It's just so comfortable. There's no hot spots, obviously, because it's so rounded everywhere. Now down the list, I was going through these. This is, I'm blanking. Eric Moss Ceramics Semi-Quaver. That's it. This was an old prototype that I got from Fidget Nerd in an early giveaway. Then this thing, I have no idea what it is or who makes it, but it's like one of those, I guess, mock clones for lack of a better term. It's a mechanical rotation slider, Pokemon themed, and also when the light hits it right, you can see that it's wearing all along the edge now, which sucks, but it still feels good and it stays together. Like physically doesn't fall apart. I got this really cool Zergutai bead with it. My focus is cooked now. I love that. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. Because I am not going to use autofocus. No. That's about as good as I'll get it, I fear. Yeah. My friend and I tried to find this on AliExpress, actually. And we found a version of it, but it wasn't this one. It was like just stainless steel. It was like $100 from a really suspicious shop. And I didn't even save the listing. So I'm really happy I found this in a trade. Wrapped light stainless steel with TPU inserts from Otter EDC. Enough said. This was my first like premium fidget, and it will always be one of my favorites. It's just so good, and it's the ultimate beater because it's basically indestructible. Then something I'm mixed about, the S Nano V2 by Ant Design in Zerk. I don't recommend Ant Design as a company personally. And this is like a good track slider, but I've had issues with mine. Like it literally fell apart on me one day, as well as, if I can find where, I don't know if it'll show on camera, but like up here you can see that it was scraping, and then you can see if I shine light on this corner, nope, it's too overexposed. But yeah, and then the screws for these top bits came loose out of the box, so I had to tighten them. Like, I don't know, if you can get it secondhand for like half price, sure. But even though it's Zerk, I feel ripped off paying $100 for this. Not gonna lie, because it's sus. Well, hi D. How's it going? I didn't expect you to be here during one of these streams. Yeah, it's kind of a problem, isn't it? But look at this. I designed my own tray. Yeah, I might be getting a 3D printer like in the somewhat near future, to be honest. I don't have my water over here. That's tough. So it seems like on Twitch the delay is tiny, but on YouTube I have like, I think a whole minute delay or something. It's insane. My list, that's right, I was just going down. This was from Play for Beans, and it says it's a 9-hand slider, but it doesn't have their logo on it, so I don't know, and it was really cheap. Why is my phone buzzing? Hold on. Bruh. Oh dear. Discord, please. Okay, I'm turning on Do Not Disturb on here. Yeet. There we go. Yeah, but so this is good for relatively cheap. But the most fun part about these is tying lanyards on them, honestly. Lanyards are fun. And this bead cost basically as much as this did, but I got it from somebody who wasn't using it. So, actually it was from Fidget Nerd. He just threw that. When I won a giveaway, he threw a bunch of stuff in the package. And that was one of the things. So, it took a while for me to find something to use it on, but... Also, I find the paracord you used makes a big difference. This stuff is really cheap, and it's, like, stiff. This stuff, I don't know where it's from, but it's so soft. And, like, bends easy, ties really easy. So, like, the knots just look a lot better. So, now I have 100 feet of this. Or probably, like, 70 more feet of this, at least. When it looks uglier. Same with, oh my gosh, this one's funny, because I put this on a couple of different things, and I keep having to, like, cut it off and burn it, so, like, That's why this is so short. If I cut this off of here, it's game over. I won't be able to use it on anything else, but also donut bead. Can I get this to glow on camera? Hold on. My black light is basically dead. So we'll see if I can even get this to glow decent enough. It'll probably be a lot brighter on camera. Yeah, it's a lot brighter on camera than it is in person. But this is how it looks like in pitch dark in person, basically. Anyways, did I finish my... Oh yeah, no, this is Copper Top D by Metal Toys DZ. Got this for an insanely low price as well. Hi, Doug. Aren't you at work right now? That's like risky. I am not going through all this probably, but turkey sandwich. Want some toiki? Yeah, here we go. This, as well as this. These are both called the Aura Sand. They're just different versions. They're both titanium. This one's flamed, so it's rainbow. This is an older version because the special thing about these is one half is stainless steel, then the other half is Teflon. So they don't get sticky. I got this from one of my friends. I bought it off of him. Then this one I got in the same trade that I acquired this in. But this one came with an extra like top piece. So what I did here is like a dual color thing. It's like day and night. I thought it was cool. It's funny because they look like lighters until you open them. Especially, what's it called? This kind of reminds me of a Zippo. Also, with lanyards, I found something cool you can do. Come on. There we go. You can flick this out. If you have a weak enough ball and spring setup in here, you can just flick it out by holding onto the lanyard and just, you know. I wonder if it works with this one, because this one's really light. Oh, it does. You just had a peak idea? It's funny, because this is made a peak. What is your peak idea? I haven't used the cashew yet. Fidget with a USB drive built into it. Yeah, people actually do the USB move. Like if you have like a triple stack slider, you can like hold this middle piece and then boom. But you weren't here earlier. I feel ripped off by this thing. I did buy this for retail. It was at a slight discount. It was just over $100, and the company is very misleading. And the quality is definitely not there, even though it's made of zirconium. This is really special. This is a slider by Magnus. This is the Coral Verk. This was a gift from one of my friends, actually. I still can't believe that I own this thing. Sick. I took it outside with me once on a walk and then dropped it on the concrete, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm not carrying this thing anymore. But this outer part's titanium, and then the plates are stainless steel. then the way I have this tray, I have it so all my sliders are like opposing polarity in here. Besides for this stack. Then Otter EDC wrapped light. I've already shown this. He has a ton of different tops for this. This is just the one that I got with this setup because it was very cheap on the aftermarket. This thing is, I don't know, I'm mixed. Brass plates aren't good. They're sticky. I have slide tape on it so it at least slides a bit. Before it could do the up and down, but when you try to ladder it, it would just get stuck. So now at least you can use it a little. And it's a 2-click, so it's unique. It's built really well, and it's really cheap, but I don't know. It's like, if you got that as like a first slider, I think you'd kind of hate sliders. I'm going to be honest. Frick. But I got it for free in a trade as like a surprise. So, I mean, for that, it's cool, and I can respect the build quality and the price, but I don't really know who it's for. Then, oh yeah, I can't believe I haven't talked about these yet, dude. These are the Saab and the Saab Slim. It stands for sliding on a budget. This is not the original, but the second version. This is called the divot body because there's like divots. And it's 3D printed with like a metal inlay. And I was shocked at how good this one is because I didn't like the original design. It was kind of just like a brick. It was this without the divots. So like it was this thick throughout the whole thing. But concave plates are really nice. Like there's no way to see that they're concave, but they're concave. Oh, you saw something in there. Yeah, see, like you can see the gap in there. But anyways, after that design, he came up with the Slim, and it's thinner. And this is the slider to get as your first, in my opinion. Metal plates, so they slide really well, and they're going to keep sliding really well because it's stamped stainless steel and it's concave. It's the exact same plates as the other one. And I weakened the magnets on both of mine. These both have brass magnet cages. It's the thing that holds the magnet in, and depending on the material, you get more or less weight. So, yeah, dude, these are they're so phenomenal. And this color, it'll probably show on camera a little bit. This is a blue glow. So if I charge this, that's what it looks like at night. Now, obviously, I can't see it that bright in person, but that's what it looks like at night in the dark. It's a phenomenal color. Oops. And even just in the daylight. I love this color. Are you going to try the swoosh plates? It's so smooth and I love the swoosh sounds. I want to eventually, but I tried the I'm blanking. Tried the normal Pro plates, and I wasn't a fan. They're not bad, but I don't like how they're slower. I think they'd be better on a heavier metal version, because he also, for those who don't know, he makes metal versions, like metal tops. But yeah, I want to try the swoosh plates because apparently they're weaker because of the lines, the raised lines. So there's more distance between the magnets. But yeah, they're expensive, so it'll be a while. I looked at your throne and saw the Dragon Style Fidget from HID EDC, and I actually found it on Amazon for like 15 bucks less than throne, so it arrives tomorrow. Oh, did you buy it for yourself? W. Actually, I forgot which one that is. Is that the... Hold on, I gotta go to my own throne. See, when you buy stuff from, like, Amazon, hope it arrives at your house tomorrow. Oh, dude, thank you. What the heck? Throne.me, or is it .com? / Aha. What? Throne is bugging. Wait, really? It was for $15? Where? Unless, wait, Thrown Up charges it, don't they? Hold on. I'm investigating. Why isn't Throne working? Bro, hello? Oh, so they really up. Well, not really. Throwing up charges and shipping is extra. Well, I appreciate that. Hopefully it doesn't suck because stuff like this is a gamble. Because it's like it's the same as buying from AliExpress. But dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. I love rotation sliders. You missed it, but I think this one's magnetic. But anyways, like this one, these are mechanical, so instead of magnets, it uses balls and springs and like a detent. And these are so much fun. I can't wait for you to try all this stuff, Doug. Like not all of it, but like any of it. Because then also I found this on AliExpress. It's new by Gao Studio, and it's 26 retail, but for some reason, like, there's a main AliExpress store that everybody trusts. It's called Foreign's Work. And they had this for $13 for some reason. I don't know why they already had it for half off. But I bought one, and it's really good because it has a magnetic up and down, because this thing is both magnetic and pressure fit, and then there's two magnets in here, and the actual rotation is balls and springs on detents. So then it magnetizes, and then you can press it in a little bit for an extra secure fit. And yeah, this needs a lanyard, but I don't have paracord that small, so there's nothing in there yet. You should have saved that money for yourself, low-key, but I appreciate that. Here, let me... Okay. Yeah. Because... Yeah. Speaking of Gao Studio, the Mechanical Cashew version 1 in stainless steel. This used to be $70 on AliExpress, and I had it saved. I'm like, I'll wait for sales. And then tariffs happened, shot up to 80 plus, and I'm like, okay, that's not happening. Then somebody from the UK was selling it on the aftermarket, and I was waiting because, like, shipping from the UK to here, I knew it was expensive. So I was watching that because nobody really wants this, to be fair, but I do. So eventually they went down to 30 USD plus shipping. So I paid 55, which I think is very fair. I really like it. Especially since the price now is freaking jacked up to crap. I mean, I figure you're likely to possibly give me a fidget at some point, so I just give you this in advance. Yeah, obviously. I'm obviously going to give you stuff. You know me too well. But yeah, you still didn't have to do that. I just hope it's like, you know, not a ripoff. This is the Top B by Metal Toys DZ. This is one where you really love it or hate it. It's super customizable, but there's like no travel. Also Monday, besides rebuilding the PC, we could do my keyboard. Yeah, if we have time, I'm down. For sure. So you can actually freaking use it. As long as you still have all the parts and stuff for it and you didn't lose anything. But right now this is using a Teflon click plate and a stainless steel center block. There's like a center block that the plate screws into, and that the plate kind of, it slides on the plate. And then it can have 4 balls and springs, but I'm only using 2 on whatever side it's on. I have brass caps over the springs, I'm pretty sure, and it's Teflon balls on Teflon plate, so I don't know why it's sliding so well, but I like it. That's the thing with mechanical sliders, is I always weaken mine. Like this thing here, and I guess same with this because they're essentially the same thing. They come with a ball and spring on each track, but I replaced it with only 1 ball and spring, and then I used a weak spring. So it's just really relatively quiet and smooth. This one is plastic, so it's loud, but it has the same resistance. Different feel because it's plastic. I gotta update my throne wish list, by the way, because like I know that I had one of these Aura Sands on there because I didn't have one at the time. Then I got one in a trade, and now I have 2 because I like them so much. And I almost bought a 3rd one, but I didn't because that'd be really irresponsible. Buying this one was irresponsible. I did it in like with my friend Steve, like split payments, but it was still not smart. But I really like it, and it has a different magnet setup because so like what most normal sliders are is it's a 2x4 magnet setup, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on both sides, so there's 3 clicks. But a lot of Chinese sliders, since they do like competitive like slider trick competitions over there, apparently they do one side having 2, 4, 6, 8, but then they have one side where it's 2, 4, 6. So it's like 2 clicks, but it like kind of glides. So these feel so different that's why I have it. I have both of them still instead of selling one. These are just so pretty too. Why does competitive slider battle sound like it could be a Yakuza minigame? Because it absolutely could be. Except that's Japan, not China. So that's why it's not. Oh yeah. So Ross has he's the one who put me onto these because like I heard about them like before, but I slept on him, and then Ross tried him, and he also has like really sweaty acid hands like me. So he makes like plates stick up all the time, and he's like, these are so smooth and so quiet. I'm just like, I have to try one sometime. So then I got this one in a trade, and I fell in love with it, and that was that basically. But my point in all that is Ross has custom crystallized titanium tops for his, so that's another thing I get to try. And I get to try the slim version of this and the zirconium version of this. He has a lot of stuff. I'm excited. So you see all my stuff, imagine this, but like even more nuts and exotic. You can probably understand my excitement for this day trip now. That part of it. Competitive slider competition sounds delicious. I get it. That was a good one. I also am starting to get the appeal of having multiple sets of buttons for a spinner. It's nice to change it up. because I didn't like these as much in terms of feel before. Now I'm using them again and I'm really enjoying them. Yeah, torque bar. Shout out Barry for selling me this for retail, by the way. The B stock torque bars, as you can tell by the big B stamped into it. So normal torque bars go for 150. He sells B stock torque bars for $50, which is freaking nuts, honestly. But shout out to Barry for selling me this for retail because he could have resold it for double because of the. He did these with unique, not that one, with unique stamps. This one's feather stamp. There was also an anchor. There's anchor, there's the feather, there's a paw print. I think those are the 3 stamps. And there was a limited quantity, and my friend Barry somehow got one. So, and I was like, dude, I didn't even know they sold torque bars that cheap. I want it. And I'm like, if you don't like it, you should sell it to me. He's like, yeah, if I don't like it, you can have it. And then I kept saying, I'm like, low key, I hope you don't like it. He's like, I'll just sell it to you if you actually really want it. I'm like, shoot, I'm down. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm going to hold up my end of the deal. When we get there, I'm going to cross my arms and say, Micah thinks I'm not going to have any fun, so I'm just going to be unhappy and say fidgets are dumb. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm glad that I'm being proven wrong, though. I was actually, like, really worried about that. Really, really worried about that. Oh, yeah, I haven't talked about this thing yet. This is really unique. So it's by Loudy. It's called the Sam. And it's a little spinner, right? And you think that's cool, but why is there a spinner with no, like, arms, so there's no, like, gyro effect or anything? Well, you can pop this out, and now it's a ring. Only very serious fidget discussion. No fun allowed. Oh, man. Bro, you are going to see me tweaking and geeking. I'll say that. Like, I've already been geeking about it, and it's not even happening yet. Like, when I say that I was shaking with excitement, talking and thinking about it, I was not kidding. I was quite literally sitting there shaking. Like, also, I really like having stuff like this so I can use it in public and not have to care. Because, like, silent sliders are cool, but you can still, like, drop them and stuff. And then this used to be my option for silence because I learned how to use it right. Like, I could use this in a library. But obviously when you're not cupping it, But then Aura Sand came along, and this one's, like, even when you're not trying, it's really quiet, relatively speaking at least. So if you're not in a quiet public area, this is totally fine. But then, stuff like spinners, like, this torque bar really shines out in public. What the frick is a fidget? I was trying to think of something funny. I got nothing. Usually I can come up with a witty reply. Okay, I should start going through my grab bag. Peanut V2 by Rage 3D. Yes, it is literally a peanut. And, and it's 3D printed. And it's really quiet. I had to put slider tape on mine because my acid hands. Doug, you're going to love this one. D's nuts. Got him. Next, oh, this is also by Rage 3D, the Chroma. It's a normal 3-click slider, just the shape is very wacky and cool. This is by my friend Killian. It's really interesting because it has concave plates, similar to like the Pura slider, but he was making this before the Pura was even a thing. He's not releasing it. I'm just showing it off because I have one and it's neat. And also you can use it like that. It's not reversible, but you know, it's double-sided. Rip Doug, yeah, he probably had to leave from his lunch break. This is cool. This is a spin stick by 2R Designs. This is really messed up, this side. I don't know why it's so messed up, but that's more normal. I was literally going to play these nuts and your sound alerts are dead. Sick. I probably got to log back in. This thing I was using before, this is the X3 by 3DX. It's a Chinese maker. It's in that, you know, half 2-click, half 3-click setup. But the thing about this is he uses Teflon mouse skates. So this thing slides great and it does get a little sticky, but like barely. Like other 3D printed sliders, like if I try to do this, when they're really bad and like don't have tape. Let's see if I can get this one to do it. If I, you know. Okay, of course it's cooperating. But like, you see that? Like how it's like sticking? Like, mine get really bad. So, where did I put it? Right here. Stuff like this is like a cheat code. But I don't have screws on this side because one of the threads stripped, so I just super glued the top on. It is what it is. It's just a Balisong. Bro, I hurt myself with my Balisong trainer, and I damaged things around me. SMH at MH. That's so real. This thing is by Fidget Boy. Okay, that one's sticky even though it has tape on it. But, oops. This is one of my first sliders. I'm glad I didn't get rid of it. That's what I actually learned to do the Around the World with. Oh, we've got both of my cashews. This was actually like my first Fidget. That's why I keep it, but then I got the blue one because I liked it a lot. Ooh, this one's a very cool novelty. This is probably gonna be in my giveaway pile, but it's the dice deck by gosh. I'm blanking. What's his name? Vibe EDC. That's who it is. Vibe EDC makes this. And it's super cool because how they jump on top of each other. But beyond that, I haven't been using it because the novelty kind of wore off. And it's really loud. And I don't love stuff that's super loud usually. So yeah. And this one's really funny. This is it's either the drip or the drop. I don't know which one the smaller version is. Forgot who made it, but one of my friends gave it to me. But this is really funny because dab juice. And that ain't coming out of there, fella. But this is also another one I haven't had to tape, which is really shocking. But this is carbon fiber composite filament, so I think that's why. Oh yeah, this little thing. This is the lunch tray by 3DC Printings. Well, so the main thing is to slide these things around, right? And do whatever, but I found this move where you can basically have it jump up onto the other one, and then you can, you know, spin it and whatever. And then this lanyard came different, but I tied it like this with these tiny little snake knots. Gotta make sure it's tight. Yeah, that's all I could do with what little paracord they gave me. Actually, this would probably fit through here, would it not? I think it does. I could just buy some 3mm paracord, you know, but I don't want to waste money on that. Oh yeah, another spin stick. This one's by Cladis. Don't buy this one. This one's garbage. I'm just going to say that. I got it decent, and I made a decent little bead setup on it, and it also glows, these white ones. If you can see that a little bit. So yeah. This one's really short, and the other one is really long. Like, it's two complete opposites. We got my first spinner in here. This is the, I think it's called the Spirit Fox. It's a tri-spinner. Now you can finally get it on AliExpress for half price, but it was $30 on Amazon. And I got a pretty decent bearing in there. This isn't bad. Like, I'm going to give it away to somebody eventually. It's just that with my spinners, I don't really enjoy it anymore, which makes no sense because I still enjoy this 3D printed one a lot. This was from Ross, actually. Shout out Ross. What else? Oh yeah, this was one of those AliExpress bangers. This was $3. It has the same like play as the Chenyu Guardian. Like up and down and then, you know, pivot. So yeah, I bought like 5 of these with the intent to give some away, and then one went to a friend in a trade because he just wanted one. It was of no value. He just wanted to try one, and then I gave 3 in a package to one of my friends because he's a teacher and wanted fidgets for his students. So then this is a really, really scuffed Venom by Rage 3D. This one was like a reject, like it printed really badly. You can see how terrible the print quality is, and then this side actually separated, so I had to super glue it. But he sent it to me to test for plate stick, and I still taped it. Preference. But with tape on it, this is really good. This is made out of PET G, so yeah. And he made a new version of this now that's modular, and it has even better plates with less surface contact. I want to try it, but it's way too expensive. This is interesting. This is the tile by Novel Carry, but it's a combination of 2, right? So I have the other half right here. It was originally fully copper composite PLA and then fully maple Richlight. I gotta make sure I have the serialized half in the box for when I give it away. The copper composite one had the advanced polymer plates on it, which slide really nicely. It's really strong magnets. And then this one has the PLA plates and it's a 2-click, so when you do this, when it's the full 2-click, it pinches your hands. So you can't really do anything with it. But combining these two, it moves really well. It's kind of like the trick setup that like the Chinese competitive sliders use, except the magnet spacing isn't out to the edges like it should be for that setup, so you can't do like stuff like if I try to frick. Yeah, that happens. Versus like this isn't set up that way, but I can even do this on there. So, but yeah, this makes it usable and very nice. So I figured, because these were also from Barry, I'm like, you know what? I should combine these, because then instead of keeping a good slider and giving away something that basically can't be used, both of them are usable now. Yeah. So that's everything in my my miscellaneous box. The only two that I haven't shown are kinetic drip prototypes from Ross, really, really early ones. And they're basically glorified fridge magnets now, but they're really cool, so yeah. I'm getting messages out the wazoo, hold on. I told one of my friends I'm like about to stream because he was messaging me about something, and he said, "Okay, go stream." And then I look at my DMs. He's like, "Did somebody donate 5K yet?" That's funny. It's already been almost an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna probably call it soon because yeah, actually I need water. That's across my room, so hold on. Also, I can't even wear earbuds right now because of my ears. I just really hope I'm not getting sick. I don't think I'm getting sick, but my ears are wacky. I wish I could have my fan on right now. I'm hot, but y'all would be able to hear it. You can hear everything when my mic is set up like this. Bro, I forgot to both post my stream in one of my friend's Discords that she told me to, and also something else, and I already forgot. Dude, I need to end the stream because yeah, I'm getting exhausted fast, and I can't be overdoing it because I'm going to have an extremely busy weekend. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys Next week, I need to find people to raid, but I'm not doing that today, so I'll see you guys next week.